Welcome back to Gunner's Firearms with Mark. This is God, Family, and Guns.
Yeah. Maggie, how are you doing today?
Finer than a frog hair split 3 ways.
Yeah, and we learned last time what that meant.
Mighty fine.
Hey, something that I wanted to ask you, because we've seen a lot of trends over the last couple of years, but it's weird, the weird trends that come into the gun store. You know, like what are people returning or what are people after? You know, and it seems like every time I talk to you, there's something else. But I guess that's how trends go, is once some people kind of start to, like, it just starts spiraling, then everybody's got to do that thing. So I guess the question is outside of what we've already seen over the last couple of years, are you seeing any new trends?
I'm going to tell you that trends vary based on area because, yes, there are some trends in smaller areas that you will not see in the big city. There are city trends that you will never, ever, ever see in smaller areas, and it's going to vary state by state and everything too.
Well, luckily you've been in both city and country, so I'm looking forward to that. Okay. Well, then let me ask you this: what are you seeing here? Like, what kind of thing, at least more recent, outside of things we've discussed over the last few months?
More recent. I love the knowledge that I'm going to be getting on optics. There's a lot of people looking for I don't even know what the correct terminology for this. Mostly like optics and things that are have very specific purposes, usually for people that have a lot of land and are trying to rid themselves of pests. They can hunt their own property, and oh my gosh.
So like varmint scopes?
Varmint scopes, yes. And varmint scopes with night vision, because sometimes when you're busy all day long, you don't have time to take out and control pest populations during daylight hours, or maybe the pests that you're dealing with are of a nocturnal variety. So therefore, you're going to need something that'll allow you to control pests in a nighttime setting. So yeah.
Gosh, I just recently got a night vision scope. Those are great. And it's interesting because I got mine for a country setting as well, because we go down to the woods to our cabin and range, and just pitch black down there. And
Can't see.
You know, so just to be able to hear something, just be able to see what that thing is very significant. And you don't realize how dark, because a lot of times people get out in the country and like the stars will be out, the moon's out, and it's pretty light. But once that moon the moon's not out, it's where I'm at, it is pitch black.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting. So I could see that as well. Now, is that, I guess that definitely wouldn't be seasonal, so that had nothing to do with hunting. That's just more of a pest control.
That's a pest control. That's a year-round thing, because they will get out there and rid their property of pests and things at all seasons, all times of the year, in the worst of weather, in the best of weather. If you have to control a population on your property, that's the best way to do it, if that's the only time you can do it too. So, and then there are other places that is totally not legal. So I'm not saying that, follow your own state and local guidelines.
It's usually city ordinances that'll say you can't.
Yes. So please make sure you're following all the rules safely. But that's one thing that is much different here. There's a lot more scope mounting, a lot more of the high power nighttime scopes.
Yeah, the one I got is a one leaf. It's great. I'll put the link. Yeah, it's great. Those are great to have.
We've got I
like it, and it records as well. So.
They do.
Yeah.
Thermal scopes. That's what I'm looking for, thermal imaging. So yeah, that's the night
the
vision.
thermal
Thermal
Now, do you guys
imaging.
have the thermal imaging?
Yes.
Oh, see, I don't have the thermal imaging. I was actually looking for a thermal
So
imaging.
there's a thermal imaging scope over there too that is pretty
I
neat.
need that one. I'm
And
going to check that out here in a second.
so it's really interesting to see the people that are coming in here for that.
Well, gosh, Maggie, that's interesting. I love hearing that. Very excited about that thermal scope. I think I might be doing a review of that in the weeks to come. That is super cool. But thank you so much for your wisdom and insight. We always appreciate you and love hearing about the trends. It's fascinating and it also seems like a lot of times when you talk about what you're seeing at the gun store and the trends, it really makes you kind of think, well, of course people are doing that because that's what is necessary. I mean, because guns are tools, so...
It really is. So, yeah, you just deck your tools to fit your specific needs and purposes. So different places will see different trends, but this is what we got right here.
That's right. Well, Maggie, gosh, thank you so much. We really appreciate it, and we'll just keep on talking.
Well, thanks so much for swinging by, Mark.
Absolutely.
It's always good to see you. Until next time,
All right,
bye,
bye.
everybody.